So gaslighting is a way to control the narrative and the other person's perception of what the fuck is going on. This seems off. My intuition is kicking up. And then that other person goes, nope, you're wrong. Don't trust your instincts. Don't trust your second brain, the gut. It's literally like killing the gut, killing the intuition, killing the gut instincts. Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more focused, more revealing journey of the human experience. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about, dun, 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 the 10 signs of gaslighting. Yes, people love to gaslight us. I have done an episode about self-gaslighting, but I haven't done one about other people gaslighting us. So what is gaslighting? It's just a very specific kind of emotional abuse that we sometimes do not see, that involves an attempt to convince a person of something that is untrue while also suggesting that that person is crazy or wrong or not seeing things clearly. It's like this filtered view we put on others when we're gaslighting them. It's beyond the normal persuasion. Gaslighting is an intentional act of being misleading someone, using manipulation or deceptive tactics to undermine their perception of reality. Let's just say in relationships, gaslighting usually is a reoccurring pattern of behavior and attempts to break down a person's ability to criticize, question, or challenge the other person now and in the future. So gaslighting is a way to control the narrative and the other person's perception of what the fuck is going on. This seems off. My intuition is kicking up. And then that other person goes, nope, you're wrong. Don't trust your instincts. Don't trust your second brain, the gut. It's literally like killing the gut, killing the intuition, killing the gut instincts. That's what I think. Gaslighting kills the gut instincts of the other person. So I wanted to go over, because I was talking to one of my clients. He was in a 5-year relationship where this partner of his gaslighted the shit out of him, he said. And he didn't know about gaslighting until this relationship. She accused him of gaslighting her. And now he sees, holy shit, she was actually gaslighting me the whole time. I would do something, say something, and then she would gaslight the shit out of me. So we really broke down those 10 signs of gaslighting. And I'm like, oh, I should do an episode about this. So here's the first one. They rage at you for just an honest question. You ask them an honest question, and they attack the shit out of you. Gaslighting. So you ask just an honest question. I just need an answer for the question. And they attack you. Attack, over just an honest answering a question. Just answer a question. Hey, where have you been? Attack. Hey, what are you doing in the other room? Attack. Hey, there's some money missing. Attack. Everything is raging. You cannot get a simple answer for an honest question. That's the first one. Number 2, Denying what happens. So you are saying, hey, when you said this, it made me feel this. And they'll be like, no, I didn't say that. And you're like, oh, you texted me this? No, I didn't text you that. No, this just happened in the kitchen 2 seconds ago. That didn't happen. That's not what happened. I will pull up the video and show you what just happened. And they'll be like, nope. And you could show them the video and be like, no, that didn't happen. They will literally throw it back in your face. Twisting the story. Twisting the story. They love to twist the fucking story. They'll twist it left and right. They will take even what you did and twist it and say, and say it was what they did. And they'll make them sound like the good guy and you the bad guy. They'll take something horrible they did and say you did it. They will twist that story like a fucking pretzel. So that's number 3. Number 4, refusing to talk about an important topic. Gaslighters refuse to talk about paying bills, refuse to talk about important issues, refuse to sit down and talk about, let's talk about intimacy and why we're not being intimate, or financial problems, or where were you? Why did you not show up when you say you? They will not talk about important issues. They refuse. They refuse to sit down and have an adult conversation. Number 5, reversing the topic and discussion to what you did wrong and not what they did wrong. So say they came home late. Let's use that as they came home late and then you yelled at them. They will refuse to talk about the reason you yelled at them about. And they will just keep attacking you and playing victim to that you yelled at them when they got home. And you're like, yeah, because you literally came home at 3 a.m. and did not respond to my texts. And then they will go, but you yelled at me. You yelled at me. Why would you yell at me? And they'll blame you. Here we go. 6, shaming you for bringing something up. Oh, they literally will shame the shit out of you for bringing something up again you're upset about. They don't want any accountability. I am dealing with a gaslighter of all gaslighters in this one case. This client, he literally will not take accountability for the shit he's put his family through, and he shames them every time they call him out on it. He does something wrong and they bring it up and he shames them for bringing it up, saying, I'm not like that. I'm not doing that anymore. Even if he's fucking doing it, he shames them. Number 7, accusing you of something wild you're not doing. Oh, my favorite. One gaslighter, I cannot say the state, but he loves to call his ex a sociopath or psychopath because he is one. He loves to say she was cheating because he probably was. He loves to say she only cares about money because he only cares about money. He loves to call her selfish because he's selfish. Every time a gaslighter accuses you of something, I want you to remember this. They are fucking doing it. They accuse you of something crazy and wild that you are not doing. It is like, bing, that person is doing it. That person is doing it. The next one, denying responsibility for their actions. They will deny. You can literally have the receipts. Here are the receipts, and they will keep denying. They will victim. They will deny it. They will say, nope, that's not true. Didn't work like that. Didn't happen like that. I am the victim. They were wrong. I didn't do anything. My actions. No, they legit will not take any accountability for their behavior. And number 9, like I said, they play the victim. That card is their calling card. They love gaslighters, will always play the victim. If they get caught cheating, it is your fault checking their phone. It is your fault finding something in their car that was the mistress. It is your fault for finding it. It is insane. They will play the victim. I can't believe you went in my car and found that. How could you not trust me? They will play the victim till the end. And here is the 10th sign of gaslighting, telling you you're lazy because you missed one spot when you cleaned and they never fucking clean. Oh my God, this is the best of all best. The gaslighter will tell you you are lazy because you do not do it perfectly. They are perfectionists when they don't do shit. They don't do shit. They complain about everything but they don't do it themselves. They literally want everything you do to be spotless and perfect, and they don't do anything. They are children. They act like children. It is exhausting to live with the gaslighter. So here, I'm even going to give you some phrases they use so you can catch it yourself if you are living with someone that does this. They will make these phrases. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's one of their favorite phrases. That's their excuse-splaining. Here's another one, something they minimize and trivialize. You're making such a big fuss. Why are you making such a big deal? You always do this. You turn everything into such a big deal. Here's another one where they're playing dumb. Was that even important? Was that even important? Why? You make everything so important. Lawyering. Here's their other thing they do. I said, you said, by proper definition. They will literally lawyer you where they're like, that's not what I said. You have to be so exact with their words or they will gaslight you. Next one, how dare you accuse me of that? Ooh, the self-righteousness power move, the classic self-righteous power move. And lastly, what you did was really bad because that's the counterattack to put you on the defensive, to try to turn it around on you. Now, how do you get out of this? How do you get out of this back and forth with these gaslighters? How do you expose them? And how do you save yourself from going back and forth with them over and over again? How ways to respond? So let's do the expose. You create a support system. You really, really create a support system. And how you do that is you work on your self-esteem and your own mental health. You have to do that. And the next thing is, by doing that, find a fucking therapist or a specialist like me and go out there and get counseling and help you work on, here's someone that specializes in toxic relationships and working on these types and trauma and narcissists to help me navigate these toxic individuals. And then you have to look at, how do I maintain control of this situation by acknowledging my own sense of self and self-worth. And I have to present myself that this is evidence about them. Write shit down. Keep track for your own memory. Feelings in a journal. What just happened? What they said, because they can fucking twist it where you forget and say, did that really happen? And then that's the evidence. You're presenting even the evidence to yourself because you then gaslight yourself. And there's a whole episode where you can gaslight yourself. That helps you recognize the manipulative behaviors and start breaking the patterns in case you want to then end this relationship. Because with that, writing it down and seeing it, you then start trusting your gut, your second brain, your intuition, because that person has been poo-pooing it for so long. And you've now gathered evidence. And you can then present it to an outside person, a specialist, a counselor, a therapist, and say, here are the evidence. Here's the things that are being said. Here's then what happened. And then you start focusing on your self-worth, self-preservation, self-love, self-care, whatever word, and an emotional well-being. And then you work on, how do I respond? What are my coping skills? How do I regulate my nervous system when this person attacks me? And that's how you keep moving forward and working on yourself. Because to get out of gaslighting, you have to show up for yourself first, connect to yourself, to connect back to your intuition, to realize, do I want to be in this anymore? Do I even want to be with this person? Or do I need to set really strong boundaries and see if this person can hold them? And if they can't, get the motherfuck out, because this person does not want to live in reality. They want to live in their fantasy and reality and want it their way. So that's your choice, and you get to make it because it's your life and not fucking theirs. Thank you for listening to this show. I hope it helps you point out the gaslighter in your life and help work through it and see all the signs so you can live a much calmer, peaceful, serene life where you're not riding the coaster of insanity with someone that wants to fuck with you so they feel better about themselves. These are energy rapers, and they'll keep doing it until they get what they want. Yes, and I use that word, energy rapers, because that's a thing. They're vampire rapers. They will take everything from you and leave you empty. Yes, and if that word bothers you, it's okay. It's supposed to bother you, because no one on this planet should be able to take your energy without you giving it to them. And it's the same thing as a sexual assault. It's an energy taking assault. They come in and take your emotional energy from you when you are not trying to give it to them. And that is actually abuse. Emotional abuse. So if you have a problem with that, you need to go do work on it, because I've been sexually assaulted and emotionally assaulted and abused, and both of them are toxic and bad. So I don't use that word lightly. So if you have a problem with that, you need to look at maybe you're doing that behavior to someone in your life. You're taking their energy and using it for yourself. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy this show. Let me know if you have any topics you want me to talk about, and send them to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.